Krista with Krista's Creative Chaos. Thanks for joining me today. Hopefully you have liked and subscribed so you'll get notifications about the videos. You do also need to hit the 3 dots and click whether you want to see highlights or all videos. We are going to be showing some fairy cards today, fairy artist trading cards. Artist trading cards are 2.5 by 3.5. This is a swap that I did, and I got to keep 1 card from each player for being the hostess with the mostest and swapping them out, setting the guidelines, running the chat, doing all the things. I did create a Facebook group as well if you would like to be part of my artist community. That is called Krista's Creative Chaos. Please look us up there and just request to join. So I'm going to go through these. I'm going to talk a little bit about each card and tell you the artist's name if I can read it on the back. This is Constance Kane's card. Constance is new to my swaps. She sent in color copies. Normally we don't allow color copies. They need to be originals. But this was her first swap, and I did want to share her card because I just love her art. I really loved this fairy. Just so many cool things about it. The eyes, the eyebrows, the little details in the hair. Loved it so much. And she did copy it on a pearlescent paper. So and I talked to people and see who would be okay to receive a color copy, and that's who will be getting these cards. Okay, this one is by Sandy Thompson. Sandy, she drew in some of the elements. She stamped some of the elements. So she used Stabilo pens, a wink of Stella, which is the glittery stuff. She explained that to me. So all sorts of fun there. I love that she was reading a book. That's why I chose that one, in case you're wondering. This one is Shannon Cecilia. Shannon Cecilia, she made a woodland fairy. She did all these cool layering things. I just loved how she kind of did all the different layers. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you know that I just love layers. This one here is by Melissa McCoy. I love how this fairy has got the bird in it, and it's looking up at the flower and the butterfly. I just really like it. I like all these little flower fairies. This one says Cultivate Gratitude Daily by Leah Imaginaric, and I just loved that saying, and I just loved this fairy. Very Lord of the Rings-esque. This one is by Kendi Gioia. I love that she's got a die here, but she's also got stickers, but she's also got the flowers. A very, very well put together mixed media piece, and it says She Wondered at the bottom. This one, Sarah Smith. This one, look at how cool, how sparkly that is. I love me some sparkle. Again, I loved how this fairy, this little boy fairy, I think it's a boy fairy, it doesn't matter, but looking up at the butterflies in awe, loved that. This one, Michelle Harris. Michelle Harris, I believe she hand drew, hand painted this one. This just reminds me of a garden fairy. Just thought I could just see her, you know, because her skirt looks like a flower. Now this one's totally different than most of them and really unique. Really liked it. Let's see here. This one is by Lisa Arneson, and I don't know if this is a stamp or if Lisa hand drew them. I need to get people to put a little more detail in there, but I love all the layers on the background. Look at that luscious background and all those layers. And then how she put the gold accents in there. Loved, loved, loved that one. This one here is Judy Shotwell. I kept this one because I loved the butterfly wings as the fairy wings, and I loved this glow of light behind her and how Judy did it just really subtly with these circles or ovals. Loved that one. This one here, Michelle Reeves. Michelle Reeves loved this lacy die cut over the top of your collage. I just thought that really brought some dimension to it. Then this one is by Mariah Dutton. First of all, she made these great little folders for them. Decorated it with a gold paper clip back there, and then it slides out, and then she embossed the papers. She fussy cut the fairies, which are probably like a collage piece that she got, and then it has a saying on it. And this saying says, fairies are invisible and inaudible like angels, but their magic sparkles in nature. And then she even decorated the back side of this. So this took a long time to make, and then she sent in 2 sets, so she was spending some time on these. Okay. Let's see. If you'd like to get in on my swaps, you guys, again, you could join the Facebook group that's called Krista's Creative Chaos. That's where we post the swaps. I did just post a brand new Not So Scary Monsters post. So Not So Scary Monsters swap. So if you want to get in on that, you don't ever have to have made an ATC before. You just cut your paper to 2.5 by 3.5 and you just create on it. And then the guidelines for the swap are listed in the Facebook group. This one, Jillian Manja did this one, and I'm so impressed with the number of layers in this piece. I mean, I don't even know if I can count. There's a paper back here, and then there's paper back here, the daisies on it, and then there's another layer, and then there's another layer. It's just fantastic. Fantastic. Love that. I've told you guys before, if you've ever watched my videos, layers, layers, layers. Layers make your projects and your art just yummy. And if you're like doing hand painted, hand drawn, layers of paint could do that to your piece instead of just, or if you're coloring with colored pencils or markers, a lot of people will just color it just once, done. Go back and then like outline the wings in another stroke of the color to make it deeper in certain places. Colored pencils, or even take markers and then go over the top of them with colored pencils. Really, really tilt the pencil so it's on the side. There's so many ways to layer color. If you're interested in me making a video about that, comment below. This one is by Sherry Molinax. I just loved her. She's got these great, sweet little accents with the butterflies and the little swoopy doos. She's just so delicate and pretty. Loved her. This one by Angel Avery Wright. Look at these. I love this mushroom paper. I feel like she's sniffing the mushrooms because I feel like fairies can smell mushrooms. I can smell mushrooms. When you're out in the woods, can you smell them? They kind of smell like fresh dirt. But I loved. I loved the metallic on the wings as well. This one is by Megan Bishop. Very, very sweet. This one is hand-drawn, hand-painted, I believe. Might be a die cut of the butterfly, I'm not sure. But I just love how she layered those pieces on there to give it dimension. See how the dress even looks like it's fluttering at the bottom? Very cool. Kathy Larson, I love is this called rickrack or brick-rack? Brick-rack? Rickrack, I think, around the edges. I love the gold rickrack. I love that he's perched up on the mushroom. Just love that little collage. This one, Jessica Lundy. I feel like she's wearing like flashy fairy sunglasses. Just loved her. Very cool. She said she did these with markers. This one says, open your eyes and see the magic that's all around. I loved the saying. I love how this fairy's just chilling. She's also looking up at the butterflies. Very cool. This one, Malia Caton. Just got your cute little mushroom fairy there, perched up on the mushroom. Looks like she's getting ready to take off flying. Loved that. I loved all of this. I'm guessing she painted this in. Again, I need to ask people to describe. Love, love, love. Okay. This one by Matt Nelson. I just love this fairy's face. You can tell she's thinking, but you can tell she's a fairy. You can see how he did that just by showing the ears. You can tell a little bit from the eyes, maybe the shape of the nose, the pointier chin. You know she's a fairy. Just love that. Kathy Larson. Loved this little guy riding on the back of the dragonfly. It made me smile. This one is by Jessica. Loved this little fairy perched up on the mushroom. I loved the different collage elements you put in, how you layered those together. I can just totally, this one kind of reminded me like if it would be a fairy in the movie Avatar. I know Avatar didn't have fairies, but why wouldn't they? I mean, in that world. But if there were fairies in Avatar, I feel like she would be one of them. This one by Jenny Pugh. This one says, with brave wings she flies. I really like that saying. Again, I like the layer. See how she's got this other thing sticking out from behind here, so that gives it yet another layer. And then this piece is yet another layer, and then another layer. You guys, the layers are where it's at. But yet this card is super thin. Look at that. Just because you're adding layers doesn't mean it's going to make your artwork thick, especially once you get better and better at it. This one by Jennifer Egan, Molly the Tooth Fairy. I loved Molly because if I was a fairy, this is probably how I would be looking as a fairy. I loved all the fun things about Molly. So very cool. She also added these star stickers. She also used Copics, white gel pen, acrylic paint, and gold marker for her background and a color in Molly. Very cool. This one, Jan Weatherby, says digital cut. She used Wink of Stella for the sparkle, and then she did highlights and watercolors, and then a stencil. See, there's the wink. Oh, there's the wink of Stella. I gotta get me some of that. That is really cool. I've never tried it, so just Sandy Thompson was just telling me about it. So Irene Valdez. Irene is the queen of small, tiny details that most of us would be like, I cannot even see that. I mean, look at, she placed these in there just perfectly. I'm guessing that this is a stamp, Copic markers, glass rhinestones. So adorable. This one, the background, I loved. Ginger Shaw. This background, I know it's probably an embossing folder that you used maybe through like a die cutting machine. And then these little flower fairy collage pieces are so adorable. Like little orphan fairies. So cute. But yeah, I loved how, I wish I could tell because it doesn't say on here, but how you colored this background. I don't know if you used chalk or what, but I just love how it stands up so much, yet the card is really thin. Here is one. This one is a collage piece. Deborah Rogers Mercy. Book page cuttings, vintage trim, paper flower, little tiny sticker there with the butterfly. I can feel this fairy running down that branch. I can just feel her chasing that butterfly. I just loved everything about it. I loved how this whole collage came together. It takes a lot of work, you guys, if you think collage. It's a collage piece, whatever. Collage takes a lot of time to get it to look this good, where it just is seamless. This one, Emily Anderson, you always amaze me with your work. You're always thinking out of the box. So she made a flower fairy that made this giraffe into a fairy. She's got this colorful background back. I just noticed that's a leaf. How cool is that? That tiny little balloon character, balloon animals. I mean, who would even think to put balloon animals on this card? Emily did. And they're adorable. And I can't imagine how tiny this work was. And then just the little details in there. And then the wings, see how they stand up just a little bit. So when she glued them down, she just didn't glue down all the portions of them. She probably curled them first is my guess. And then just glued down portions of them so that they still curled up a little bit. It says watercolors, inks, acrylics, stickers, and glue. This one is just super sweet, Esther Thompson. Now, so how Esther, when she uses these little collage pieces, she always makes sure to make a really neat layered background. And then she adds all these tiny little accents. She's got these little rhinestones here. And then the edges of this card, can you see it? The edges have a little glitter frame around it. And these cards, glitter's not going everywhere because Esther's really good when she uses it about making sure to knock off all the extra glitter, because people who are new to using glitter, I'll get their cards and sometimes their whole sleeve is filled with glitter because they either didn't use enough glue or didn't let it dry properly or didn't knock off enough, which you just like this a lot of times, or flick the back. But it makes it so sweet. Now, opposite of sweet, this one, she just looks like she's gonna, this is the fairy, Cece Fry, in my opinion, who, if she's giving you advice and you're not listening, she's going to bite your ear. She's going to give you a little, to say, hey, go do what I told you to do. She's kind of like the Elvira fairy. Loved her. She's so cool. This one says, tissue decoupage for the background. Gelatos. Oh, you used gelatos on this. Very cool. Acrylic and micro fine liner. So cool. Now this one, I literally feel, again, Gabrielle Bruparsic, I feel like I'm in the woods, almost in Avatar-like woods again. Can you tell I like the movie Avatar? Can't you see this? These fairies are out there. See how she's got these little dots. So just love that. You can just, they're out in the middle of the evening in the woods. I'm guessing that's Wink of Stella again. Just doing their fairy things. This one, Deborah Smith, she used a sticker. I like to use stickers too, but I also like to use them kind of like Deborah did, where you layer. She layered a background here. She added a 3D element. So she's got right here, I'm guessing this is some washi tape. So all these cool elements. In my swaps, it's great to use stickers if you want, but you do need to put a total of at least 4 elements in there for stickers. If you're using collage, you need to have pieces from multiple different places, not just one book cut apart. If you're doing lino prints, I would like you to add additional elements, like maybe a different kind of a background, or maybe you're doing a little highlight, maybe doing a little wink of Stella on there, something like that at the end, because we want them to be very layered. We want your artistic personality to come through, not just slapping a sticker on a card and going, okay, send me my cool cards back. So we want you to put some thought into them. This one is a little steampunk fairy. How cool is that little steampunk fairy? Now, this is probably a collage piece that they bought and downloaded. Look at these little gears, however. See, these are what I'm talking about by adding the elements that then makes it yours, right? Glitter, gems, metal gear sticker, and ink. And this is Devana Minter. And I love how she put the little gem in the middle of the gear down there. It's all in the details, you guys. Now, this one, Cindy Asbury, I would never have thought about this, but I love it. I love this model is my guess, but she made them into a fairy with those fantastic wings. I love that she picked this model with the pixie cut, and I loved this decoupaged background. So very cool. This one, Christina Evers, it says joy. I love that this fairy has a sword. Love it. Love it. Just totally out of the box. I love that it's got the big, almost like troll feet. So this is, I love all the different fairies. There's so many different fairies, you guys. Love, love, love. This one says watercolor pencil and ink. Oh, nice. Okay. So this one, Cher Renee. Cher Renee did the tooth fairy. Super duper cute. I mean, that's just cuteness alert. Cuteness alert. Love it. Love the background that you chose to put that on too. It's rainbowy, but the way she did the colors, it's more tooth fairy than rainbow is the way I'm looking at it. Just loved it. Okay. This one, Anissa Griffith. So Anissa did a stamp here, but look at this background, you guys. So many different little elements to it. And the music notes in the background. I just love everything about this, Anissa. Love it. Okay. Down to the last handful, you guys. This one, Anita Escobar. Anita, your drawing skills are impeccable. I loved this guy. This guy reminds me. Do you guys ever remember the old Cars video, Raise a Fly? I can't remember the name of the song right now. But it kind of reminded me of the fly in there. And just all the detail in his body and everything. It's so cool. It says Orba Sphinx Moth Fairy. Love, love, love everything about it. I feel blessed to get to keep all of your guys' cards. Seriously. I just love your artwork. Barbara Carlisle. Oh, and I didn't put one of mine in here to show you. I can always grab one if you guys want to see. Barbara Carlisle. I love this little stapling of a bunch of ribbons here. It's not something I would have thought to do, but I love how it adds dimension. And then this is a sticker. And then in the background are papers. And then she's added just different little elements here. I just love that. I had to keep that so that I would remember that. Now this one, Barbara Locasale, she told me how she does this. So she fussy cut the fairy out, used micron pens, embossing, rub and buff, die cut, washi tape, embellishments, and wink of Stella to make it sparkly in places. So she embossed this through an embossing machine. These here, you guys, she makes these backgrounds and then she either fussy cuts out what she wants. So she fussy cut out mushrooms out of a background that she made. But she's also shown me how she can take like washi tape scraps and put them on a scrap piece of paper and then use a punch to punch out what she wants. And they look super cool. This one here, Kathy Stegall. This one is fantastic. I just love this green. These different shades of green with the gold. These different shades of green with gold scream fairy to me. Beautiful. It actually says beautiful. Love it. Okay. This one, Angie Linot. I had to keep this one because this little fairy is like a mermaid fairy. So she's in a jar of water, but yet she's in the forest. I just loved the juxtaposition. Loved everything about it. Loved these drawn trees. Loved that you did this layer of grass to make her in a meadow. Very cool. This one, Amanda Jones. This one, so she doesn't put on here, but she's got stickers on here. It looks to me like she layered a background with different papers. Maybe there's a collage piece in here. And it says, let kindness be your guide. That's the reason I kept this one, because I love that saying. And I love the card too. But this one, Allie Daniela. So she did like a book page or something, then painted it, then put this little guy, her lino print. So she hand carved the stamp most likely. and then put it on top of that. This one, Wendy McDonald. Look at all these little tiny elements. And then she's so specific about where she placed them in the diamonds and things. So this is a sticker, but underneath it is layered with these other elements. And I don't know if that's cardstock that she cut out or what, but to get a card to look like this, you really have to put some thought into it. So loved that. This one, Alberta Too Good. Alberta, I don't know. She didn't tell me on here. I don't know if these are stamps or hand-drawn, but I just love it. It's just adorable. So, so cute. I love the colors you chose, and I love these ferns too, because these ferns grow all over where we live. So cute. And then the fairy sitting there on top of the mushroom. Now this one is so cute. This one, Tracy Robnett. Look at these three little fairies. I feel like they're rushing to the dandelion to grab all the wishes. That's what I feel like they're doing. I feel like they're like, oh, somebody blew it, right? And the little wishes are blowing away. So I feel like they're going to go and grab the wishes, and then they can hear what you said, what you wished for, and they're going to go make your wishes come true. Yes, I know. I create stories. What can I say? This one, Susie Whittington. This one says, for to have faith is to have wings. I loved that saying. It spoke to me. I loved what you did on her face here, because I'm guessing this is a stamp or a collage piece, and then you added this on her. Love, love, love it. I love this embossed background, which gives it texture. I love how you cut out the flowers separately. Very cool. Stacy Lentz. Stacy Lentz, I just picture her curled up under a tree. She's just an awesome little fairy. She's got glitter on her skirt. She's got gems in her hair, and then she's a collage piece here, and then she's colored the background with, I'm guessing, alcohol markers. So see, that would be like the 4 elements I was talking about. So the collage piece, the alcohol markers, the gems, and the glitter. So that's how you make something a little more yours, right? This one, Mona Vega, this one is a rubber stamp, and she used colored pencil on it, and then she used glitter on it. Very, very cool. This one, Wendy Collins, this one says wish. I love this extra little leaf here, and how it's iridescent. I love that they've got glitter and gems on them. I just really think she's really cool. I just love this fairy too with her bright red hair. This one is Victoria Mullo. Victoria illustrates children's books in Sweden. Look at this. And isn't that really cool? She's just so innocent looking. Sitting there on her little rock. Loved it. And then this one, Val Grimm. Val Grimm did not feel like her cards were good enough. She was ready to sack them all. Luckily, she sent me a message and told me her cards looked like Elton John, and she was going to drop out of the swap. I said, send me a picture of your Elton John fairy. I need to see this. I mean, that's pretty creative, right? Elton John fairy. I don't think she meant it to be that way, but when she saw it, that's what she thought of. How cool is this? I had to have it. Convinced. I said, post it in the chat, because I want people to see this, and everybody freaked out, right? Everybody loved how unique they were. And then, of course, she sent me a message later and said, oh my gosh, I should have put a yellow brick road in there, because somebody commented on it in the chat, like, oh, yellow brick road. And so she's like, Krista, you've got to add a yellow brick road. So I may go like this and then create a yellow brick road. I don't know. I don't want to ruin her card. But she said she wanted to have a yellow brick road added to it so she could see it. So I might have to do that for her. So that's Val Graham, watercolor glitter gel pens. And I'm so glad that you didn't quit. So you guys, we doubt ourselves so much in our art, so much. So if you're ever in doubt, just message a friend. Message a friend and say, give me some feedback on this. You know what I mean? Because we are way harder on ourselves. So again, join at Christa's Creative Chaos on Facebook. That's what I decided to do. If you guys wanted to do a swap with me, it's just the easiest way for people to get connected. Otherwise, I'd have to get a P.O. box, and that's a whole lot of things. So, okay, love and appreciate you all. Hopefully you liked and subscribed here. Have a great day.